Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. Students, in this video we are talking about free trade agreement. If you remember, recently it was India and European Union that has signed a free trade agreement. But now the news is coming again, another achievement by India, that India has signed a free trade agreement with New Zealand also, right? So India and New Zealand, they have signed a free trade agreement in New Delhi. In New Delhi at Bharat Mandapam, this was finalized. Very important, students. The agreement aims to strengthen the trade, services, investment, mobility and overall economic cooperation in line with the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. That is why 2047, because we will be achieving 100 years of independence in 2047. Now we will look at this. Free trade agreement expansion. As of April 26, India has concluded 9 comprehensive free trade agreements covering 38 countries. The agreement comprises 20 chapters covering areas such as trade in goods, trade remedies, dispute settlement, legal provisions and other related aspects. Apart from this, India gains 100% duty-free access on 8,284 tariff lines to New Zealand. Also, sensitive sectors such as dairy, edible oils, sugar, agriculture goods, metals, gems, jewelry, arms and ammunition are protected from this particular free trade agreement. If we see here, if we talk about, as I just mentioned, that this was a free trade agreement. Apart from this, 100% duty-free access and $20 billion investment will be also seen here, right? So New Zealand has committed a $20 billion investment in India over the next 15 years. That will be in the agriculture sector, renewable energy sector, manufacturing sector and various startups also will be benefiting out of it. New Zealand, they have opened 118 sectors with most favored nation commitment across 139 subsectors that includes IT, education, finance and tourism. And for the first time, New Zealand has included dedicated access for health, traditional medicine services in their trade agreement. If we talk about student mobility and work visa, for the first time, New Zealand has also introduced dedicated pathway for Indian students, removing the cap, allowing 20 hours per week of work during the study. That means when students go to study for education purpose in different countries, in order to manage their expenses, they are allowed to work, that is maximum of 20 hours per week. Then if we talk about agriculture sector, the agreement covers key sectors such as horticulture, honey, forestry, livestock, fisheries, apiculture and wine industry. Apart from this, if we talk about pharma sector, that is pharmaceutical sector, acceptance of the good manufacturing practices and good clinical practices reports enables faster approval of the Indian pharmaceutical. If we talk about industry as a whole, MSMEs will be benefiting through export facilitation, global value chain integration and promotion of the women-led entrepreneurship. Right? So these are the key points that we just discussed. Now students, let's discuss some important current affairs for free trade agreement, right? Let's start. The first question is, on 27th of April, India has signed a major free trade agreement with which country? So lately we just discussed, it is New Zealand. Which of the primary objective of the India-New Zealand Free Trade Agreement signed in April 2026? It is to double bilateral trade to $5 billion within the next 5 years. This is the target here. Next, under the India-New Zealand Free Trade Agreement, what is the binding investment commitment made by New Zealand over the next 15 years? So we discussed it will be $20 billion investment in the next 15 years. Fourth question, which sensitive sector did India explicitly keep in the exclusion list under the India-New Zealand Free Trade Agreement to protect domestic producers? So right option is all dairy products. Fifth, India concluded their 8th free trade agreement with which major economic bloc at a summit held in January? We discussed it was European Union. Sixth question, what percentage of the Indian exports to the European Union by value will benefit from tariff elimination under India-EU free trade agreement? So almost 99.5% will be benefiting. Seventh, which international body's consent is mandatory for final ratification of the India-EU Free Trade Agreement? It is European Parliament. Next is which the India and New Zealand Free Trade Agreement concluded includes a first of its kind chapter dedicated to which sector? Dedicated to your Ayush and traditional knowledge also. So this Ayush and traditional knowledge has also been included in the free trade agreement. Take a note. And the next two questions, students, these are your homework. I need to see maximum participation from all the students, right? All the students must comment below these homework questions as they will be helping in your preparation. So that's all for the day, students. Thank you and have a nice day.